right down by the alternator right there. But yeah, I mean, look at all the other grime. It was probably, yeah, deteriorating right here, you could see. All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're gonna be fixing the engine thermostat because that's what I think is leaking on the Focus. But as you can see behind me, or in front of me, we kind of got snowed in. Luckily, I did not have to work today, so otherwise I'd have to drive to work in this, which would have sucked. Neighbor over there using his snow blower while I have to shovel. So yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna shut the garage, I'm gonna get to work. And I feel like the problem is the engine thermostat, because look at that. Paper towel, I just let it sit there and it's just been absorbing some coolant. It's a slow leak, nothing crazy. Let's see if we can see anything. Yeah, there's a little bit right there. The only reason why I've kind of noticed, that this was the problem, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see it or not, but right down by the alternator right there. All right, I'm gonna interrupt this video. If you could, please like, comment, subscribe, share this content to anybody that you think would like this kind of stuff. That way we keep growing. We're at 1,088. Let's just keep it going, and I have a lot of goals for this channel. Actually, I'll be making a video on that. So back to the video. So that's my only reasonable thought of it leaking would be that. So went to Ford, bought the part. It's like 67 bucks. So we're gonna try and get into it. It looks like there's a bolt underneath at the bottom right here. That's gonna be the worst part about it because of not being able to get anything to it. Maybe gonna definitely have to use an extension, but I don't know how we're gonna get that. We'll figure it out. But what I think is, and I talked to the guy there, this grommet, or right here, so that little seal, that rubber seal, he said that it probably is deteriorating after it going through hot cold cycles. I mean, it's the 2016, it really shouldn't be bad, but he said it happens. If not, then I don't know what it could be. But I did get a letter in the mail from Ford that the PCV can be replaced. I think they do one-time free replacement with the car. But clearly if you're sending out an email or sending out a letter saying that it can be replaced, kind of like a recall, why are you only allowing it one time when you know that that part is going bad often, especially with this Focus, this platform. All right, here's a little update. So I did get it off and I'll show you how. But right there, you can see it's pretty flush along the plastic. So it probably was gonna go bad here soon anyway. But yeah, this is where I saw the bolt that was kind of like leaking some coolant around it. But yeah, I mean, look at all the other grime. It was probably, yeah, deteriorating right here, you could see. And then here's the new one. Once we get it bolted up, it'll flatten out, but you can see it's the grommet, or the rubber gasket, is a little pushed out a little bit. So once it gets sealed up, yeah, it was definitely time for a new one. But man, this process sucks because, well, first off, it sucks because I'm doing it in the middle of the freaking winter and it's snowing today and it's all wet in my garage. But what I did was I took out the coolant reservoir and dumped some back into the coolant, the new coolant, and then I finally got the hoses disconnected, but it's right down there, leaks everywhere. What else did I undo? Oh, this piece right here, I undid that, which goes right over here. That piece is covering it up, but right over there, and that way I can have more room working in here because it's tight. Otherwise you could take off your whole intake manifold, but I did not want to do that. I feel like that's a longer process maybe, who knows. Now the fun part's going to be getting these bolts, the 1, 2, 3 bolts, back into its spots, because how tight it is. My hands are tore up. Alright, now I got the new part in there. Luckily, literally only like 30 seconds to a minute after recording that last clip, I got this in. My biggest worry was the bolt on the bottom right. These top ones were easy. I did my top one first. That way it kind of just sat in there. And then did the bottom one. Didn't drop it. Super nice. Otherwise, I would have been even more pissed. And then got the top one right there. I don't know the torque specs on it. I'm just going to go with old good and tight. But you just have to be aware that you're bolting down a bolt into a block that I believe it's also aluminum thread. So be careful there, along with pinching a plastic part, so it could crack it if you go too tight. So just know that. Now I think I'm gonna take a blower and blow all this coolant away from everything down in here. That way it kind of dries off a little bit. All right, for those of you that know these clips, you know that there's a piece missing right here in the middle that would hold this in place if it locks together. Well, I hate these clips with a capital H because of that. It got clipped open, which is great because then I was able to pull the hose off. But now when I tried to reapply it, it snapped off. So dumb. There should be an easier way to undo this so that way it doesn't break off like that. But it's just going to make it harder for the next person or me to take this off if needed again. Here's a good example of what I was talking about. Little tiny metal clip right there will get caught on that side of it right here. You can see the marks already, but it holds it in place so that way you can move it around. This one's not too bad to use. This goes underneath the coolant reservoir tank, but now we can see everything's tightened up. Buttoned up, tightened. Yeah. Now I just got to hook up that one piece over here, this guy right there, and then hook this up, hook up this sensor here, and we should be good to go. And then refill the coolant, obviously, let it run, let it burp a little bit, get all this air out. So as you can see, I still have not finished taking off the tape. I need to rub the rest of that off and finish taking off the driver's side. But all you need for this little install fix is a socket set, these adjustable plier, whatever, which the socket set you'll need a 8mm socket with a ratchet. And you'll also need a lot of hopes and dreams of not dropping a socket down in your engine bay, because that happened to me. I did not record it, but luckily I found it sitting on top of my cold side charge pipe, so I was able to use some extensions. You also need extensions. You'll use your extensions and go grab it. Luckily it worked out perfectly. I actually dropped it twice. The first time it went tink, 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 tink. So you heard it fall on the ground. Love that sound. And then the other one was tink, tink, tink. Nothing. So then I was searching for like 5-10 minutes trying to find it. Luckily I found it, because that's how I lost my 10 mil. My 10 mil could still be in the engine bay somewhere, or now it's finally rattled off onto the road somewhere. So hope you guys do like this. Well, how to fix your engine coolant thermostat. A lot of people probably do it differently. Luckily it worked out this way for me, so we'll see how it does and if we have any more coolant leaks. All right guys, I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned. All right guys, so the car has the new thermostat put in it. I drove it to work yesterday, did great. I paid attention to my coolant level and temperature. That was great. I'm gonna let the car warm up before I go down to work out. And then I'll back this up a little bit and then we'll see if there's any leaking under here. All this right here is just moisture, water from the snow, because it's still a lot of snow out there. It's pretty bright, you can't tell, I don't know. But we have more snow coming again, so yay! Now we're gonna take a look, and it looks really good. Like I was saying earlier, this is all just melted snow, so yeah. Yep, all has the same consistency. Texture, feel, feels like water. We might be in the clear, boys. Man, this car, I can't wait. it's just been an uphill battle over here recently trying to get this thing fixed due to what I did, and then the constant coolant leak, super annoying. But I guess it's just how maintenance goes with cars. I mean, it just could happen anytime, anything. So this will be the end of the video. Hope you all do like the content. I can't wait to make a review about this turbo setup, but as you can see, it's winter. We ain't got much traction out there because the roads are cold, tires are cold. Hope you guys like the content. Please comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned.